In this video, we're going to configure IntelliJ for Git and also GitHub. So we need to start IntelliJ, clicking on the Windows Start menu. Then we need to find IntelliJ, and it's usually under J, under JetBrains. So you find a menu for JetBrains and start IntelliJ IDEA. Once it's started, we need to come over here and click on Configure. We need to click on Settings. And if you're on a Mac, the settings will probably say Preferences, but in any event, click on that option. The default settings will open, or Preferences, and we need to come over here and click on Version Control. And we can actually click on this little arrow, if it's not already clicked, to open up the various options. And the first one we want to go down to is Git, so click on Git over here. And this should automatically be populated with the path to the Git executable. Now this is the Git that we've installed in the earlier section of this course. So it should be in there, and if for some reason it's not, you can come over here and click on the ellipse, and you can navigate to the folder where the git.exe has been installed. Or in the case of Mac or Linux, or wherever you've installed Git, you'd choose that to relevant location. But by default it should be found automatically by IntelliJ. And the other thing you want to do is make sure this SSH executable is set to built in. And that's the default option, but you just do want to make sure that is checked. All these other options we can leave as the default. And over here we want to click on Test just to make sure that Git is working properly. We should get a little message pop up to the effect of Git executed successfully. Git version is 2.10.1.0, and that version may well change and probably will change to a different version on your computer. Alright, so that's step one. That's completed. So we can click on OK to that. The second thing we can do now is we need to do is come over here to GitHub. So click on GitHub. And we need to enter our login credentials for GitHub. So make sure that auth type is set to password. It is by default anyway. And then we type in your login credentials. Okay, and then the password. And to make sure that the password and username are correct, click on Test. In this case, it's saying that my credentials are wrong. Either my login or password was entered incorrectly. Bearing in mind we need to have a GitHub account already established, and we've done that earlier in the course. So I'll just try enter my password again because I'm sure my login's correct. Click on Test again. This time I've got it right. It says connection successful. So that means that we've configured both Git and GitHub for IntelliJ. And we can now move on to the next video. And that's where we're going to start making use of this blackjack file. But just before I finish, the other thing we want to do is make sure we apply those changes. Once you do that, if you click on Apply or OK, you'll get this Setup Master Password prompt to come up. And or this may or may not come up for you depending on whether you've used IntelliJ before. And what this is the giving you the option to set a master password for all passwords that are stored within IntelliJ. So it's not actually a password to do with Git or GitHub, it's IntelliJ itself. And it's telling you also you've got an option here to encrypt with OS user credentials. That's a Windows only thing. So if you want to do that, you could click on it, and it means you need to enter your operating system credentials to access it. The username and password used to log on to Windows. But the other thing is you can just choose a password of your choice for this master password, or you can leave it blank to disable it. So again, it's just a password, like a master password, so that you can access all login and password details configured within IntelliJ. So in my particular case, I'm going to leave it blank and just click on OK. Click on OK again to close down these settings. And at this point, we are now configured. And I'm going to end the video here now. In the next video, we're going to have a go at getting this Blackjack Python project working and then importing that into GitHub. So I'll see you in the next video.